All right, we're back. Man, that might be one of the greatest teases I've ever heard. Mikey McNuggets is going to change the sports world forever. If that was hyperbole, we're going to beat you up over this.
After that top 5 list, it's hard to believe.
Hold him down.
You already can't eat at the big boy table when we have lunch today.
Hold his legs.
Going to Slimans today, so I
You're
don't need you
not
guys.
invited to the big.
Oh, you don't need us.
Yeah, I've decided that.
Blowing us off.
Who is he
Yes.
going to lunch with?
Now he says he's going on his own to Slimans.
You got a date?
Good
I
call.
wasn't invited to the panel lunch today.
I don't know.
Well, I was just kidding.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not necessarily today, but when we do our next lunch, we had
Yeah.
one last Friday.
Yeah.
When we do our next group lunch, you're sitting at the kiddie table.
See, when he says that, though, Jay, what happens, he said, I don't need you guys. Well, we don't send you our takes tonight. You'll need us then.
Yeah.
You won't have a show without us.
Okay, Mikey. Let's start with the Guardians. My. First of all, they lost 2 to the Reds.
Yeah.
The worst team in baseball. They were in the first game, but I never could get excited about yesterday's game because it just didn't. There was no energy in this lineup. There's no. And I'm
When
getting with
Jose-
you on
yeah.
Austin Hedges. I'm getting real
Oh,
close.
my God. Guy can't hit it all.
They've got to make a move.
You know, they got
bring up a kid that
the kid who was
can hit 125.
The kid who was here in the beginning of the season, Lavastida. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. I should know that.
Prospect.
But he's one of their top 25 prospects.
Right.
He's doing okay in Columbus. He's not been great.
I'm sure it's
But
handling the
let's
pitching
give him a
staff.
shot.
Yeah,
Let's give him a shot.
I'm sure it's more defensively.
But you know what? Listen, I know people hate this guy, but in Cleveland. But when the Cubs in 15-16 were getting good, they had a veteran catcher, Miguel Montero, right? But they knew Wilson Contreras, and Miguel Montero, much better hitter than Austin Hedges. But he wasn't as good a hitter as the potential of Wilson Contreras.
Sure.
And the Cubs worked him in, and then by 2016, he was their main guy.
Yeah. We've
That's
got to
what-
do something there.
Bring this guy up.
We're getting off track. I
okay.
just threw Austin
Jose
Hedges out there
Ramirez-
but Jose Ramirez is hurt.
Yes, and this is a major concern.
Yeah.
He took I hope this is not like, remember Jermaine Dye took
I
it off
know.
his leg?
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of too.
I'm like, because Jose is tough as nails, right? He
he stayed in the game after the injury.
Got a hit.
Yes.
Got a hit. Got
Not
him a
been
run.
a run.
And then he had to come out of the game. It looks bad. Now, we'll hope for the best. Hopefully it's a minor thing. He misses a couple of days and he's back. He's been in a slump. And no surprise, even the best hitters, and Jose's one of the best hitters in baseball, go into slumps. That's just the way it works.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan might have one bad game. He don't go into a long slump, right? But even in baseball, even the best players will have slumps. Jose's in a slump. No surprise, the Guardians as a team are struggling offensively. When your best player's not
Are they
hitting.
4 under 500 now?
Yes, and their offense has been bad lately after it was really good early in the season. When Jose's struggling, this team's going to struggle because he's the straw that stirs the drink for this team. And now if he's going to miss time, it's a disaster. That game, these last 2 games were horrible. You can't. Who was it? Who was the pitcher that picked up the bunt and threw it away? I can't remember now. Was it Sandlin? I can't.
Sandlin's the guy that walked the 3 in a row.
Yeah, no. I can't remember now who it was
Thursday
yesterday.
night.
I'm drawing a blank on who. But
Or Wednesday, rather.
yeah, but in yesterday's game, I mean, you had all day to throw the ball to first. You can't be throwing the ball away. There wasn't like a rush where you had to get it there quick. So very sloppy play. I'm spitting all
What
over
is
the place.
this
I
team
apologize.
without Ramirez? I think they're 20 or 25 games under
They're very-
500.
yes,
I mean, it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
a very
Unwatchable is what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
It makes
unwatchable.
it tough. Here's the heart and soul of this team.
He's everything.
He's everything.
He
right?
is
Just got
everything.
swept by the worst team in
And
baseball.
so if you got him down, right? I mean,
I think without Ramirez, we are the Reds.
to
We're real close.
Bull's point,
Yeah.
at some point, Francona has to get to a point where, let me bring up some.
That's my
some
problem with him.
talent.
He
It's
hates
not
him.
his call, though.
Some young-
It's not his
some
call.
young-
I mean,
some
but
young talent.
it's Francona though, man.
Francona's the man.
He's wielding the biggest sword in the organization.
No.
Yeah, it's a collaborative.
Well,
Yeah.
my thing is, if you ain't got nothing, right? I'm not about to sit up here and watch these old dudes struggle at
They
the
don't
plate.
have a lot of old
they
dudes.
don't.
They don't bring enough guys up to me. If you got guys that's young, these prospects be taking 35 years to come up.
Baseball is a bad system where you're discouraged from bringing up your best prospects.
But there's a good reason for it. Baseball is so mental. If they bring these kids up and
Too
they
early.
get cooked, and they will get cooked, you can damage them and their psyche for long term. You don't want to bring a kid up too
So many
early.
guys get
Gee, you
called up
can't
and
do
go
that.
back down, and then they come up and have success
Yeah,
again.
and the fact of the matter is, they likely have the best 25 players in their system on the big league roster. With the exception of Austin Hedges.
He stinks.
Wow.
I
But
mean-
everybody else, like, you'd have to show me that there's someone down that can come up and take that starting job right away.
Well, the only way
and I don't know that that
only
exists.
way I can show it to you, you put somebody out there.
No,
right?
because they're playing every day
No,
at
no,
their level, and we can see what they're doing.
But you know, sometimes here, people can rise to the environment that you put
For
them
a
in.
week or two.
Right, right. So you can see.
But not
Yeah,
that's
hold
still
on.
who they are.
How many people in the NBA have been brought off the bench that you never could think could play dead at a funeral?
Jeremy Lin.
And then they got
Yeah,
in
but
and they were
was
like,
he that dude, or was he that dude for a minute?
Jeremy Lin played well
he
in
was
the league
cool
for
while
about
he
3
stayed
years.
in New York.
Yeah.
When he left New York, that's when he got a
was
problem.
never anything close to that.
Because
and in
the
Guardians are
baseball
just
is
not good
different.
enough.
Bull's right. The system in baseball
But
is a lot different than
it
any other
sucks.
sport.
Yeah.
You have to give talent the environment to say, let me see what you got.
Yeah.
Well, I can always send you back, right? Right? And
They got a
I get your
900
I get your
options.
point. You don't want to shank anybody's confidence.
And Terry is loyal as
Yeah.
can be to his players, and his system has
Yeah.
worked. He's
Yeah.
won 2 World Series championships.
The reality is their best minor league hitters are all infielders, and that's not really where they're struggling. It's second, short, and third. Although Ahmed Rosario's been awful. He's not hitting at all.
Yeah, he's been a huge disappointment.
He's not a good fielder. He's not hitting at all.
Yeah.
But they're not going to give up on him, so they're not. I doubt they would send him down.
You know what the reality is, guys?
They're just
Is
not that good.
We're looking around now,
Yeah.
and we got excited because the first 32 games of the season, they were
Yeah.
somehow magically around 500. And here's
Right.
the other thing. Dolan is so lucky that his club isn't playing in the East. They were like
Oh, my
4
God.
games out, 4.5 games out of
Yeah.
first place. They've been horrible. I mean, 4 games under 500. It's
Yeah.
all relative, but they have not been a team that you can look at and make a strong argument for them going into September playing meaningful games.
I still think they'll make a run and hang around 500
God, I
because
hope
of
you're right.
Francona. I think they will.
Not
they'll
if
be up and down.
Ramirez is out for any
But
length
if
of time,
he misses a long period of time,
the season goes
they're-
sideways and they'll never get it back.
That is correct.
Because if he's gone for 2 or 3 weeks,
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
he's more than one bat in the lineup.
No.
When you have one dangerous guy in the lineup, you can work around him.
Yeah.
And what's happened is he started red hot. He had 7 home runs and 30 RBI 3 weeks ago.
Ain't gonna see
Yeah,
none
Yeah,
of
you
that.
see Quan's cooled off.
Quan has come back to life.
Yeah,
That's
not a
So
surprise.
to Brad's point, hey, sometimes the player rises to his occasion. Quan came up first couple of weeks, was setting records.
Yeah.
Man, he's
We haven't called his name much
They
lately,
got that
yeah.
film
He's done
on
nothing
them.
lately. Well, they
They
know
on
what
that
he
tape
can,
now.
They know where to not throw the baseball
right.
when he's up there.
Once I get a read on
So-
you.
It's tough these days because there's
Really
so
tough.
much information. You have to, the league adjusts to you, and then you got to adjust
Yeah,
back.
because
Yeah.
any smart organization in sports, once I get film on you and tape, I know what your strengths are and your weaknesses are, and I'll advise a game plan
Right.
just
Yep.
for you. Then you have to show me that you can respond outside.
you adjust
of
to
that.
it?
Especially
yourself.
baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, I always think of this when they're looking at hitters. They break the strike zone into 9 quadrants, and every hitter has a 1, a 2,
Yes.
a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and a 9. The 1 is their hot zone. Against Quan, can't throw the ball in and high. I don't know where his hot zone is,
right.
but
Right.
every team has a book on every
Yeah,
player.
that's
So when
right.
they're in their pregame meetings with their pitchers, they're
Yeah.
saying Quan can't touch the low and outside stuff, so you're just going to live there. These guys are good enough that they
Yeah.
can stay there.
Well, the other side, if you got a great catcher who knows the playbook, he's calling the pitches. Right?
That's why
This is where
Hedges-
we're
Well,
going.
but the catchers nowadays it's the pitching coach or the manager calling the pitches and sending
still,
it to the catcher. A lot
the
of
catcher
times.
better have an intimate knowledge
No
of
doubt.
every
Yes.
pitcher
Of where
on
we're
his
going.
staff
When did they start
and
doing
every
that?
hitter on
They've
the
been
opposing
doing that.
team.
When did the catchers get stripped of that duty?
Not
Well,
all of them,
not
but
all
a lot
of them.
of
The veteran catchers
veterans
will
on
still
top of the
call their
game.
own games.
Yeah,
Right.
Yadier Molina
But-
is calling games for
Yes,
the Cardinals,
but for a lot of these younger catchers that
Yeah.
have great offensive skills, but they haven't quite learned all of the pitchers yet, they'll look to the dugout. Pitching coach will flash a sign. That's why I say it takes so much time.
wow.
Then he'll flash the sign to
Yeah.
the pitcher, and then we're finally playing baseball.
plus Jay, they're doing it in the minors, so the younger catchers are growing up that way.
Old school catcher knows what to do.
Yeah.
Knows
Yeah,
exactly
they
what
just
to do.
they're
Yep.
that's why a lot of the best broadcasters, the color guys, are former catchers.
Managers, too.
Yeah, and managers
Yeah.
as well. Sure.